Hello, hello. Afghanistan versus Sri Lanka. A Group A match. Afghanistan in red and Sri Lanka all in blue at the Nehru Stadium, Group A. Hello and welcome to the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, Delhi, the venue of the 2011 Carbon SAFF Championship. And this is the fourth day of matches. And this is the second day of Group A matches in which we will feature Afghanistan versus Sri Lanka taking place at the Nehru Stadium, the refurbished Nehru Stadium, the venue for the 2010 Commonwealth Games. And Afghanistan and Sri Lanka, both teams with a chance to make it to the semi-finals, and so both will be very keen. This is Afghanistan warming up before their encounter, some very important players here. Balal Arzu, the number 9, goalkeeper, Hamidullah Yusufzari, and a very compact defense. The team consisting of the Afghan diaspora, players who have gone abroad and have started playing football there, but have returned to play for the Afghanistan team. So there, Jalaluddin Shartiar, the captain, outstanding player against India. He was one of the finest players on the field. The left-sided midfield player, number 7, Mohammad Israfil, and up front, Sanjar Ahmadi, and the number 9, Balal Arzu, who scored an absolutely delightful goal. The playmaker, Mohammad Yusuf Mashriki, number 8. These are the players to look out for. Sri Lanka warming up, impressed in their comfortable 3-0 win against Bhutan, the highest margin of victory in the tournament so far. Been a very closely contested tournament, showing that standards are narrowing. All teams have reached roughly the same level. And this is the reserve goalkeeper, Fernando. It is preferred Sujan Pereira, the goalkeeper. And we'll see the Sri Lankan team, the way they line up. Mohammad Zain, the number 12, as well as Nipuna, number 11, Nipuna Bandara. These are the two twin strikers. They get prompting from Nadika Pushpa Kumara and Bandara, as well as Ruwan Tilika. They are the two central defenders. Going in for attack, Mohammad Sarfraz Kez would come on as a substitute, the number 20. He's been brought into attack. So Sri Lanka with a very attacking formation. They know that if they win this match, they are almost through to the semi-finals. Sri Lanka on 3 points from one match. Afghanistan on 1 point. The draw with formidable India, 5 times champions as well as holders. So Afghanistan and Sri Lanka, this promises to be a cracker of a match between these two teams in contention for the semi-final. The 2011 Carbon SAFF Championship, match day 4, about to kick off with a Group A encounter between Afghanistan who joined the SAFF family in 2003. That was their first tournament, the 2003 tournament in Dhaka, held in January 2003. And of course, Sri Lanka have been there right from the beginning. So the FIFA Fair Play flag, Abdul Razak Mohammed, the match commissioner, leading out the team and the officials. And Sri Lanka in blue, there are the team officials. Taimur Faizullin of Kyrgyzstan, 29-year-old from Kyrgyzstan. He is the referee for the day, a sports teacher. And on either side of him, Farid Mohammed of Maldives, a government official from Maldives, and Subeh Anas from Syria. He's the other assistant referee. The fourth official being Nagor Amir Nur Mohammed, also of Malaysia. So these are the 4 officials who will be doing duty. Taimur Faizullin, who did the first match also. The first match of the tournament between Bangladesh and Pakistan, one of the promising referees of Asia, now the national anthem of Afghanistan. highly motivated by their national anthem, Afghanistan, and now the Emerald Isle, Sri Lankan national anthem. So the two national anthems of both countries over. Now shaking hands, both players, before they get ready for battle, because it's really going to be a very important match for both the teams. And that's the referee for the day, Taimur Faizullin of Kyrgyzstan, 29 years old, a sports teacher in Kyrgyzstan by profession, joined the FIFA panel in 2009. So one of the promising young referees who's on the project of Asian referees, project to improve Asian referees. And the either side of him on his right is Sobeh Anas of Syria, and to his left is the government official from Maldives, Farid Mohammed. Well, Sri Lanka posing for the customary photograph. Important for the players. On the far left is the captain with the number 4, Rowan Tilaka of the Saunders Club. And the Afghanistan, the expatriate Afghans stay in different parts of the capital of India. They have all trooped into the stadium to cheer their team. In fact, what is quite remarkable about these SAFF championships has been that's Mohammad Yusuf Kargar. He'll be quite happy at the support he receives. Of like about 2,000 Nepalese, some come all the way from Nepal. About nearly 50 people from Maldives have traveled all the way with their country. They're very interesting picture. Jalaluddin Sharatyar and Rowan Tilaka, the two captains, incidentally, both of them play as central defenders. And they're the two captains with their team officials. So Jalaluddin Sharatyar going back to man the defense. That's the coach, Jang Jung of Korea. Jang Jung of Korea. He is the coach of Sri Lanka. And in the Sri Lankan team, all in a huddle. Sri Lanka, coached by Jan Jung. They've got Damodaram Chandrasiri as the coach. Jan Jung is the head coach. And Tushara Sampath is the assistant coach. So the situation in the group is that Sri Lanka is on 3 points. A win here will make them almost certain. Afghanistan know if they can pick up a result, it will really help their cause. So Sri Lanka about to kick off, the men in blue and the fancy yellow boots. Nipuna Bandara, the 2-goal hero of the last match. So Sri Lanka playing from left to right, and Afghanistan all in red, playing from left to right. Afghanistan had given a very gallant, committed display, had left India red in the face after holding them to a 1-all draw. Now, can they upset Sri Lanka also? Can they prove to be the giant killers of this tournament? In terms of FIFA rankings, very little to choose between them. Afghanistan ranked 178, Sri Lanka ranked 176. So really very little to choose between these two teams. But Sri Lanka, of course, because of their long tradition in football, Afghanistan for many years, for 20 years, there was no football. And now the team being regrouped. That was Mokhtar Faizullah brought down. That was the attempt by Wahid Ahmed, but way off target. Sri Lanka play with pace, play short, quick short passing, slick one-touch moves. Afghanistan use the long ball more effectively. And Afghanistan in attack through Mohammad Esrafil, the real danger man on the left, nippy, crafty player, Mohammad Esrafil. He's being very closely marked by Tuan Rizni, normally an attacking midfielder who's fallen deep. Tuan Rizni. Nice one-touch build-up by Afghanistan. A prompt shot by Sanjar Ahmadi. Jalaluddin Sharatyar being challenged over here by Mohammad Sarfraz Kaz of Sri Lanka. Left back Dhanushka Vijayashree of the Army 11 of Sri Lanka loves to overlap. Good covering here, Faisal Safa and Jalaluddin Sharatyar, very good combination. The headed pass back nearly caused trouble for Sujan Pereira. Sujan Pereira, lean and lanky, was in a spot of bother because it went out of the 18-yard box. He couldn't use his hands, so he cleared it to safety. Now a chance for Afghanistan, pressing in the opening minutes, getting another corner. Wahid Ahmed trying to get an opening, but cleared by Vijayashree for a corner. Corner coming in, Esrafil with the corner kick. So early pressure by Afghanistan. Sri Lanka yet to settle down. On the verge of making their first attack, but it doesn't work out. Tuan Rizni's low cross. The forwards not being able to control it. But they do get a corner for their pains. It went off an Afghan defender. Afghanistan now organizing their defense, because it is Nadika Pushpa Kumara who will take this corner kick. Experienced player from the police team. Headed onwards, this could be trouble with the tall Hamidullah Yousafzai. The header lacked power and conviction. With a little better direction, Sri Lanka could have gone a goal ahead. The Afghanistan defense failed to clear this corner. Goalkeeper misreading it, the defender misleading it. That was the number 2, Mokhtar Faizullah. And it was finally the captain's flick on. The captain, that is Ruwan Tilaka. Safa, Faisal Safa clearing his lines. Israfil, the playmaker from the left. On the rebound, but Sharatyar to the rescue, the captain of Afghanistan. Sri Lanka yet to settle down. Israfil on his own, but offside, offside. The 29-year-old Taimur Faizullin coordinating well with his assistant referees, Farid Mohammad and Anas Subeh. Very close call. Either he drifted into a position before. That is a call by Anas Subeh of Syria. The 28-year-old. In early stages of the match, it's been Afghanistan more dominant, and a mistake over here, but they finally clear. Ruan slipping somewhat. Being challenged, Ruan, by Balal Arzu, but finally it was cleared by Bandara Warakagoda. Balal Arzu, slight push. Balal Arzu, who scored a gem of a goal against India, snatching the ball from Mahesh Gowli, India's most experienced defender, before bulging the net with a low right footer, angular right footer. Midfield tussle at present, both teams settling down. Israfil, the main playmaker for Afghanistan. There's Mituna Bandara, Nadika. Afghanistan coming into the match, using this diagonal ball, trying to use height, but neither Arzu nor Sanjar Ahmadi, the two strikers, were in position. Brought down by Ruwan Tilaka, and that's a free kick going Afghanistan's way. Middle of their own half. Brought down was Sanjar Ahmadi as he was trying to turn. The twin striker of Afghanistan gets a knock on his heel. Looking on a bit anxiously, Jang Yung, because his team is not yet settled down. In Afghanistan, as India found out to their cost, are no pushovers. Balal Arzu lining up to take the shot. He does, it's low and straight to the goalkeeper. Straight to the goalkeeper, no trouble at all. Jalal Cherethia trying to inspire his teammates. We've seen very little of Mohammad Sarfraz and Nipuna Bandara, the two front runners for Sri Lanka. It's been Afghanistan all the way so far. Israfil, a rather ambitious long ranger, especially on his non-favourite foot, the right foot. Just way off target. The push from behind is not feeling happy with it, Balal Arzu. If the ball had been close by, no, it's been stripped. He's stripped as he's trying to rush in case it's a through ball. It's for the referee to decide whether that was unintentional or whether the foot was struck out to trip him. He's been wise, opted for caution. Again Afghanistan, but very nicely cleared this time by the Sri Lankan defence. That was Bandara Warakakoda, central defender along with Rohan. Stretched a bit the Sri Lankan defence as Afghanistan mixing it up, playing the long ball, occasionally the short ball, but these crosses from the flanks are proving quite dangerous. Sujan Pereira comes to the rescue. Comfortable collection for Sujan Pereira. Injured Faisal Safa, the strong man, he gets up, very important cog in defence. And that's the tackle as it went in by Tuan Rizni. Going for the ball, so it wasn't a dangerous tackle. Nadika Pushpakarma with Mohammad Zain, who's opened Sri Lanka's account against Bhutan. Mohammad Zain, comfortable as a striker, can play in the hole besides the two strikers. But it's going to be Nadika. Doesn't get any height in this diagonal cross. Nicely headed away. Good overlap over here by Sri Lanka. Bandara Warakakoda. Corner. Mohammad Zain, but leaves it for Nadira. Now here we see the cross coming in by Mohammad Zain. That was Mohammad Zain's cross, the renowned club player. Corner taken quickly across the face of the goal, with the Afghanistan defence hold firm. Sri Lanka trying to compose themselves, but a lot of hard tackles coming in midfield. The referee having a busy time, the Kyrgyzstan referee, Taimur Fazulin. Attempting to come through was Afghanistan's Nipuna Bandara, but got foiled. Sri Lanka through ball, but the back heel a bit over ambitious. Fancy footwork, but didn't work off. Weak back header, and this could be the first goal. Suicide by Afghanistan. They've given a early Christmas gift, and history repeating itself. Mohammad Zain scored against Bhutan. He scored the first goal against Afghanistan, also receiving the congratulations from his teammates. Mohammad Zain basically capitalizing an opportunistic goal, capitalizing on a defensive mistake. There's the long goalkeeper's clearance, and Safa, who had taken a bit of a knock earlier, probably slowed him down, wasn't concentrating. A very weak back header. Jalaluddin Sharatyar, who plays in Cyprus, indicated to Safa to head it clear. It's very dangerous to head back to the goalkeeper unless you're very sure of yourself. And Afghanistan have committed harikari and given Sri Lanka an early Christmas and New Year gift. 1-0 ahead, and Mohammad Zain of renowned club in the 17th minute has put his team in the driver's seat. Remember, if the situation remains, if Sri Lanka come with a win, they reach 6 points, and Afghanistan will then be staring at elimination. They had the better of the early part of the match, Afghanistan, but somehow they've not been able to get enough goal-bearing shots, and this was a major mistake. They have to regroup now. Sharatyar has to calm down his young central defender, not let him brood over the mistake. And yellow card to the captain, a needless yellow card, a man of his experience. Ruwan Tilaka, who's played for several clubs in Sri Lanka, now for one of their prominent clubs, Saunders. Time wasting at this stage is really quite immature. There are about 72 minutes in the match. It's not the last 18 minutes of the match. No wonder the Korean head coach looking on a bit annoyed. This should be a tonic for the game. Afghanistan have to be cautious. Here comes Sri Lanka again to Tuan Rizni. He's quick and pacey on the right, Tuan Rizni. Rohana realizing that he's made a mistake, grimacing, this expression on his face says it all, that he's needlessly conceded a yellow card. The next match is against India. Very crucial match on the 7th of December, Wednesday. He obviously will not want to miss that. But of course, another yellow card here means he'll definitely miss it. It'll end up getting a red. That's Bandara with the long throw. Afghanistan getting slightly rattled after conceding that goal. That rhythm and gutsy commitment missing. One wonders if the match against India took a lot out of them. Remember, they are not really a fully professional team. A lot of them do other jobs. Yusuf Mashriki, for instance, physical education teacher. A few of them are professionals. Balal Arzu is the professional in the Norway First Division for Askar Club, but seen very little of him. He leads the Afghanistan attack. Football, the most popular game in Afghanistan. But there's been a comeback for about 20 years due to conflict. There were no international football matches. They came back in 2003. And since then have been regular participants in the South Asian Football Federation Championships, the SAFF Championships. Free kick. Got a knock on his ear. Yusuf Mashriki plays for the New York Bulls, amateur football in New York. Pushed. That was by Nadika. Israfil. There he is, trying to get through. Mashruqi shoved aside by Nadika. But Afghanistan, can they come on level terms? And what a shot! What a goal! What a goal! One of the most memorable goals of this tournament. Absolutely brilliant goal. And see the sheer joy. And the man who's got it is Sanjar Ahmadi. If Bilal Arzu fired against India, today he's his co-striker, Sanjar Ahmadi. Crisp rising shot into the roof of the net. Sanjar Ahmadi blasting the ball into the roof of the net. I think it touched the fingertips of goalkeeper Sujan Pereira. But it's into the roof of the net. It was before Nadika Pushpa Korma could put his foot in. So they are on level peggings, 1-1 in the 22nd minute. Afghanistan stung by that 17th minute equalizer. Well, the man I think will be the happiest, more than the goal scorer also, will be Faisal Safa, the central defender. At least his mistake hasn't proved very disastrous and not for very long. So they are back on level terms. And we should have a cracker of a match. Here comes Israfil, the dangerous Israfil. First touch too long, gets the cross in, gets a corner kick. Suddenly Sri Lanka, who were cruising, realized they've got a match on their hands. You can never underestimate these Afghanistanis. That to the free corner went off Surendra Bhandara, the Don Bosco player. Afghanistan, team with great commitment. Esrafil. Cross to the far post. They use their height very well. That was Harun Fakhruddin, very talented left back. Afghanistan, a bit like the Republic of Ireland in Europe. A team with players with a lot of passion. Uses the long ball with great flair. And this could be goal number 2. It's the cross from the flank. Suddenly the Sri Lanka defense at 6s and 7s. It's all happening. There comes the cross. And Bilal Arzu, he's a professional. He's playing in the Norwegian First Division. He's attacked the ball very well at the first post. The ideal position for a striker to be in at the first post when the cross comes in. And he'd left his marker stranded, Bandara Warakakoda. But on the turn, it was slightly a difficult turn. He blasted it over. So a match of fluctuating fortunes. Sri Lanka in cruise control till about the 20th minute. Afghanistan got the equalizer. And now it's Sri Lanka's turn to be depressed. They've got to come back in this match. Miss passing, this won't help their cause. They've got to compose themselves. There's this whole criticism that South Asian football, we don't have finishers because there are foreign players playing as strikers in all the clubs. Well, Group A is showing that there are South Asian players who can finish well. And the Afghanistan's players are giving the best example of how to finish. Sanjar Ahmad, and earlier in the match against India, Bilal Arzu, who snatched the ball from the veteran Mahesh Gowli and just blasted the net. And here Sanjar Ahmad, real power in the shot. Great commitment, the men from Afghanistan. Saif Al-Faza will be a relieved man. His mistake didn't prove costly for too long. Faisal Safa. Faisal. And there they are with their horns, the flags, the local Afghans from different parts of Delhi. And here comes a nice shot by the overlapping left back, Harun Fakhruddin. Some of the teammates indicating he should have crossed, but Harun went for glory. Didn't get the angle right. Probably the body arched back a little. We'll see it in this replay. Yes. Didn't get his non-striking foot down properly. Ideally, the ball should have been aimed to the second post. But giving a very good display, Harun Fakhruddin did well against India also. Faisal Safa. Playing with great composure now, Afghanistan. That goal is a big tonic. Ata Mohammad Yamir Ali. Now Afghanistan, long-range try. The men in red have suddenly made Sri Lanka red in the face. And he's on fire. Sanjar Ahmadi, the 22nd minute equalizer. Sri Lanka have to regroup. Here they come now. But a sliding tackle easily foiling Nadika Pushpakumara, the name's playmaker. Bilal Arzu, what can he do? Lays it off. Cross coming in by Esrafil, cut off. Fast-paced game now. Good football here. Drought of goals in Group B, but in Group 1, lots and lots of goals. No scoreless draws here. There's already 1-1 and more goals in the offing. So a substitution taking place. Chamira Krishanta, the right back, and he's replacing Surendra Bandara. It was a bit surprising Chamira didn't start. But after conceding that goal, I think they've got back their experienced right back. Chamira Krishanta. Jalaluddin Sharatyar adjudged to a push from behind. Sri Lanka have suddenly gone off the boil. That quick passing, one-touch passing, good running of the ball has all come to a standstill. They desperately need to regroup. Mohammad Zain with the ball, the goal scorer. He's with Tuan Rizni. TR Tuan Rizni. Both of them play for the renowned club mates. Straight to the goalkeeper, catching practice over here for Hamidullah Yousafzai. Tall, burly goalkeeper. Not much of a curve, not much power, and for a tall goalkeeper, no trouble at all. So at the half-hour mark, as we approach the half-hour mark, it's 1-1. Sharatyar, Faisal Safa. Afghanistan using the long ball to great effect. This is the substitute who's just come on, Chamira Krishanta. Overlapping right back. But Afghanistan again in attack. And Afghanistan through Wahid Ahmed, midfielder. Faisal Safa. Normally very calm, cool and composed player. Distributes the ball well. But made a horrendous error in that weak header back to the goalkeeper, which led to the first goal by Mohammad Zain in the 17th minute for Sri Lanka. Afghanistan equalizing 5 minutes later through Sanjar Ahmed. Never wastes the ball, Faisal Safa. Nice slick build-up, accurate passing by Afghanistan. He's the danger man, Esrafil. So Afghanistan, the supporters, the coach, after being down in the dumps for some minutes, would be quite relieved, and now they are playing well also. Good, neat short passing in midfield, putting in the probing crosses to get their forwards going. So Sri Lanka know they have a fight on their hands, and the coach will be much relieved, Mohammad Yusuf Karga. That's Israfil. Little too deep the cross, went straight to the goalkeeper Sujan Pereira. Chamira Krishanta, the Sri Lankan Navy player. Many of these countries where professional football hasn't fully developed, institutional teams like the police, the army and the navy or the banks provide employment. Chamira Krishanta, the right back for Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka trying to initiate some attacks. They have to be much faster on the ball. Israfil. Tuan Rizni with that pass, but Afghanistan defense holds firm. Has the makings of a good move. Nice short passing build-up. Not playing the early pass, looking for an opening, Afghanistan. Balal Arzu, the bad miss pass. Didn't time his pass or didn't get the right direction. Lovely one-touch build-up, delightful wall pass between Fakhruddin and Israfil. Harun Fakhruddin and Israfil split the Sri Lankan markers. Nadira Pushpakamar Kurmara trying a lot for his team, but offside on the far side, Mohammad Zain. There comes the pass, a fraction of a second late. He's at least a yard offside. And indicated here by Farid Mohammad, the Maldives, the government official. And on the far side, this could be goal number 2, and yes, it is! It is goal number 2, and the man on fire, Sanjar Ahmadi. Balal Arzu not having a great day. He missed an easy touch, but Sanjar Ahmadi following up has put Afghanistan 2-1 ahead. It's sheer joy amongst the Afghan expatriates. The team with great passion and commitment. The team forged from a war-torn nation are now leading Sri Lanka 2-1. It's the danger man Israfil, and the question marks on the Sri Lankan defense. Where are they? Yards behind. Chamara Krishanta chasing Israfil, and both the strikers had left their central defenders for dead. Arzu missing it, but in comes Sanjar Ahmadi and into the net, and the sheer joy. It's proving to be a happy hunting ground, Nehru Stadium, for Afghanistan. Not for India, but for Afghanistan certainly. And he's on a hat-trick, Sanjar Ahmadi. Two goals. Two goals Sanjar by Sanjar Ahmadi in the space of about 13 minutes. Sanjar Ahmadi, Afghanistan's man of the moment. A triumph for commitment, determination, and a never-say-die attitude. The surprise package of the tournament, the dark horses, Afghanistan. But it's not yet over. Sri Lanka have the skill, they're showing it now, but this defense is very resolute. And Faisal Safa slides in, concedes a corner kick. That was Mohammad Sarfraz Gaz with some nice dribbling skills for Sri Lanka, penetrating down the right. Gets a corner kick for his team. There comes the corner kick, deep. The goalkeeper beaten, but the defense stands firm. Mistake by Hamidullah Yousafzari. When you leave your line, you must make sure you can get to the flight of the ball. He misjudged the flight of the ball. Dhansuka Vijayshri from the Sri Lankan army, the left back. Seen very little of him on the overlap. Afghan so quick in the counter attack that the Sri Lankan defense is not venturing upfield. Tuan Rizni. Nice skills over here by Nipuna Bandara. Nipuna Bandara has had quite an afternoon off, but showed some good skills here. Now here comes Sri Lanka again. Zain. Wide of target. It was way off target. Mohammad Zain of the renowned club. And the problem of cramps. That's it. Zain didn't get his foot completely over the ball, sliced it a bit. It's cramps, probably. It's a question of cramps. And it's Harun Fakhruddin down on the ground, the overlapping left back. He loves to go full scale down the flank, bombing down the flank. These two teams have always had very close contests in the history of the South Asian Football Federation Championships, the SAFF Championship. He's back on his feet, brave young man, Harun Fakhruddin. They met in 2003 for the first time at Dhaka on 10th January. Sri Lanka winning 1-0, Lawrence Steinwall the winning goal in the 43rd minute. 2 years ago, Afghanistan reversed the roles, so Afghanistan have always given Sri Lanka a fight for their money. In Karachi, on 11th December, about 6 years ago, 2005, Afghanistan upset Sri Lanka 2-1. That's the scoreline they are leading at present. Then it was Hafizullah Kwadama and Abdul Maroof Gulistan with the goal. Sri Lanka reducing it through Karunaratne in the 85th minute. Two first half goals. Will history repeat itself? Here also they've got two first half goals, Afghanistan. And what a turn up it will be for the book. They will be almost certain of reaching the semi-finals now. But there's time left now. Here's Afghanistan again in attack. Wahid Ahmed, hard-working right-sided midfielder. Cross comes in. Sri Lanka trying to recompose, but it's Afghanistan snatching the ball away in the middle of the field, using their height to great advantage. Tuan Rizni unable to come to grips with the game. Harun Fakhruddin mixing up their game very well, Afghanistan. Sometimes the long ball, occasionally the short ball. Trying to play pretty possession football down the center. They concede possession. Rohana The Sri Lankan captain on the attack. Very good play here by Afghanistan. Very composed with the ball. He'll be a happy man going into half-time. It will be the Sri Lankan coach and the assistants, Jang Jung, who will have to convey all his instructions through his assistants, Damodram and Sampat. But here come Afghanistan again, cleared to safety. If Afghanistan can pull off a win, they'll be entering this SAFF Championship semi-final, an almost certain entry, because their last match is with the Minnows Bhutan. They will have reached 4 and then they could reach 7, which will comfortably make sure that they will enter the semi-finals. But it's a long way to go. There's still a full half to go. Sri Lanka have the capacity to regroup. Wahid Ahmed. Mokhtar Faizullah, the right back, the long-haired right back. Neat build-up here by Afghanistan, playing the ball to feet. Balal Arsu. Attempted through ball, but the Sri Lankan defender gets there first. Both goals by Sanjar Ahmadi, the number 10. He's Afghanistan's man of the moment. Faisal Safa, he will be really much relieved. The left stopper back, whose horrendous error led to Afghanistan, Sri Lanka's opening goal. Sri Lanka, stung by these 2 goals, trying to compose themselves, trying to get some rhythm. Chatura Gunaratne, long-range try, the right back, but way off target. Afghanistan winning all the aerial duels, taking full advantage of their height. And now he's being targeted by the Sri Lankan defence, Sanjar Ahmadi. They know he's the danger man. They piled onto him just now. And Taimur Faizullin, his second match of the tournament. Taimur Faizullin. He's already shown the card for time wasting to the Sri Lankan captain. So he's back on his feet, Sanjar Ahmadi. He won't miss this match for anything to get a hat-trick. Added time, 2 minutes, given by Nagor Amin Nur Muhammad, the Malaysian 4th referee. That was Atta Muhammad Yamir Ali, solid central midfield player, defensive midfield player, allowing Yusuf Mashriki to move up into attack, which he is doing now. Yusuf Mashriki, New York-based. And I think he was thinking of New York at that time when he took this try, because it went blazing over. Yusuf Mashriki, New York Red Bulls player, studying to enter the university to study in environmental technology. At present, a physical education teacher, Yusuf Mashriki. His father also played for Afghanistan. Now Sri Lanka on attack, but Faisal Safa to the rescue, and on the break it's Afghanistan. That was delightful trapping Balal Arzu, the flag stays down. Balal Arzu, his first touch let him down. The Norwegian professional lays it back. Can they make it 3-1? No, a very weak try by Fakhruddin. But what delightful breakaway. Quick, slick football by the Afghans. They have been the revelation of this 2011 Carbon SAFF Championship. One touch move between Sanjar Ahmadi, Balal Arzu, and on the overlap, Harun Fakhruddin. And so at half-time, it will be Afghanistan, half-time whistle being blown. It will be Afghanistan who walk off, the much happier team, thanks to this young man trooping off. Sanjar Ahmadi scored 2 of the most vital goals of his life. His team was trailing. The supporters here were despondent, but now it's time for them to cheer and be in joy because they are leading 2-1 against Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka stung by this Afghanistan fight back, stung by the determination of this Afghanistan team, being cheered on by their supporters, small in number but vociferous in support. And a marvelous display by Afghanistan. It's truly proving to be the tournament of the sporting underdog, the SAFF Championships 2011. Because at half-time on match day 4 of the 2011 Carbon SAFF Championships, in a Group A match, it's Afghanistan upsetting Sri Lanka, leading 2-1.
ले आओ, अपने लिए ले आओ, बहुत अच्छा
नहीं,
बहुत। अफगानिस्तान ये सेमीफाइनल में चला गया।
चला गया प्रैक्टिकली, जीत जाएगा तो सेमीफाइनल में चला गया बिल्कुल।
अभी इंडिया को इसका साथ भूटान का साथ जीतना।
भूटान से तो जीतना ही है, फिर तो श्रीलंका के साथ टफ मैच हो जाएगा ना, क्योंकि अफगानिस्तान तो भूटान से जीत जाएगा आराम से।
आप आराम से बोल रहे हैं, तेज बोल रहे हैं? हाँ तो आ रही है। हाँ
Hello, hello, hello. Hello. ये सेट नहीं हुआ. हाँ. Hello and welcome to the Nehru Stadium, Delhi, the venue for the second half of the match between Sri Lanka and Afghanistan. This is a Group A match of the 2011 Carbon SAFF Championships. It's proving to be quite a cliffhanger of a match. Sri Lanka, after taking a lead in the 17th minute through Mohammad Zain, are now trailing 1-2 and 2 goals. Now here's the substitution. Chatura Gunaratne coming in place of Kolitha Lankasara. Chatura Gunaratne of the Navy midfield player. So both the changes that the coach had made not proving effective, and he's got back his regular players. So Chatura Gunaratne, he's coming in place of Lankasara. So 2 changes. That's Israfil, Mohammad Israfil, outstanding player. The number 7 can drift on the left, can play on the right. Delightful dribbling skills. So we should have a really well contested second half. Very vital to decide who will. So here is Mohammad Israfil Kohistani, number 7. As a youngster, he lost the fingers on his left hand, is visible over there. A bomb attack by the Taliban in Kabul. He grew up in war-torn Kabul, but the love for football made him continue. Kohistani, Mohammad Israfil Kohistani. And he's proved to be one of Afghanistan's finest players, 24-year-old, officer in the Kabul Bank, gives his heart out for his country. As a teenager playing football on the streets, picked up an object which turned out to be a bomb. Mohammad Israfil Kohistani. There he is, hard-working, talented, one of the finest players. Now that's a good cross and an acrobatic clearance, not fully cleared, a chance for Sri Lanka, but coming to the rescue is the Afghan defense. That's Israfil. Nicely picked up, Sri Lanka. Very determined now. Now here's the cross, the goalkeeper beaten, flapping in the air, and it is Faisal Safa with that accurate acrobatic clearance. Nipuna Bandura taking time to take a shot. Vijayshri, Dhanushka Vijayshri, the left back. Sri Lanka now trying to open out the game. They realize they've got a fight on their hand. Mohammad Israfil Kohistani, number 7, has overcome the handicap to become a top footballer. Now we see this quick turn over here by Sri Lanka's Tuan Rizni. Free kick come, not taken well, clearing their lines. Sri Lanka now trying to pile on the pressure. That was Chamira Krishanta attempting this long cross. Bilal Arzu. Miss passing, skipper Ruwan Tilaka. Vijayshera, the ball snatched away. Bilal Arzu gets the cross in, but the skipper Ruwan Tilaka cuts it off. Not much power in Bilal Arzu's cross. Here comes Sri Lanka again. Mohammad Zain, who scored the first goal. The ball snatched away. Wahid Ahmad. Moqdar Faizullah, the right back. Free kick or a foul, very fancy purple boots, very colourful boots being worn by the goal scorer. Is it Sanjar Ahmadi? And it is Taimur Faizuddin clearly. Now we see that again, push from behind on Sanjar Ahmadi by the army man Bandara Warakakoda. He takes no prisoners. And in fact, it's not Sanjar Ahmadi. This fancy purple boots are with Moqdar Faizullah, the right back. The fourth referee, Nagor Ramir Noor Mohammad, indicating that he has to come beyond the touchline. So play resumes. Fakhruddin, the left back, with this diagonal. Mohammad Zain for Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka not being allowed to play that crisp one-touch passing of theirs. The sheer commitment of this Afghanistan team is very commendable. Snatched away. Miss pass here. Sri Lanka time for them to regroup. Mokhtar back on his feet. Moqdar Faizullah. Danger man here, Mohammad Zain. Mohammad Zain. He's playing on the left, Mohammad Zain. Keeping control over proceedings, Taimur Faizuddin. It's going to be a tough second half. Tackles are going to fly in. Nadika Pushpakarma brought down. Short-statured, crafty playmaker. No-nonsense referee, Taimur Faizuddin, the 29-year-old sports teacher from Kyrgyzstan. Awards a free kick. This is within shooting range. And they've got the players who can take it. Chatura Gunaratne. He can deliver a mean free kick, can curl it in. He does curl it in, but over the bar. No replica of Suraj Thapa's magnificent free kick for Nepal. Yesterday's match, here we see it. He gets the curl, but doesn't get the height. It doesn't dip enough, doesn't dip quickly enough. Dips behind the goal. Here they come again. Bilal Arzu, a chance here for him, but the goalkeeper comes out well. Sujan Pereira, WSD Sujan Pereira at the Kulatara Park. Bilal Arzu, hard-working, committed, a professional in Norway. Chatu, this is Chamira Krishanta, the right back. Tuan Rizni. Tuan Rizni turning in, cutting in, but can't get the cross. clearing their lines. Afghanistan getting a bit pegged back, probably not the right tactics to get so defensive so early in the match. It's well over 35 minutes still. They've just got a 2-1 lead. Danushka Vijayashree, Chatura Gunaratne. Goalkeeper Hamidullah of the Kabul bank clearing his line, but Vijayashree, the army man of Sri Lanka, the left back, lovely pass to Mohammad Zain, but there comes the hard-working Mokhtar Fazullah. Long sliding tackle. All these Afghan defenders very tall, about 6 foot tall, and excellent in their tackling. They take no prisoners. Very fine sliding tackle. And Sanjar Ahmed, but equally good sliding tackle by Rohan Tilaka. But did he raise his foot? He could be in trouble if it's another yellow card. Taimur Faizuddin, the Kyrgyzstan man, nothing escapes his hawk-like eyes. The tackle was good, but did he raise his foot? He needs attention. The Kyrgyzstan referee will decide the severity of the punishment. Let's see it now. There comes. Difficult to see from this angle. Now the tackle is there. It does seem he's raised his foot in frustration. Has the referee seen that? If he's seen that, it's a yellow card. It's the second yellow card and dismissal. But has the referee seen that? At present, he's more concerned with sending Sanjar Ahmedi off, because Sanjar Ahmedi, if the stretcher comes on, you have to get off. Otherwise, he gets a yellow card. He should have known the rules. What a needless yellow card by Sanjar Ahmedi. This is the problem when you're not fully professional. The stretcher had come, all he had to do was to leave the field. So it hasn't gone to Rohan Tilaka, but instead to Sanjar Ahmedi. Misunderstanding of the rules by Sanjar Ahmedi. This little patchwork he could have easily done by going a couple of yards outside, but the macho spirit probably didn't want him to go outside, but a wasted yellow card. But play continues. Faisal Safa. There he is, back on his field, Sanjar Ahmedi. On the threshold of a hat-trick. Great commitment. This is the commitment that Afghanistan shows, sliding in for every ball. Well, Sanjar Ahmedi, there it is, confirmation of the yellow card, which he got some minutes ago, a minute or so ago, for getting treatment on the pitch and then getting up. The rules clearly state that if an outfield player is to be treated, he has to be treated outside so that play can resume. Sanjar Ahmedi, well, they're really going after him, and it's a Sri Lankan player with the yellow card now. That is Chamira Krishanta, who's just come on in the second half, substitute. I think Sanjar Ahmedi will have to go off. He's been in the thick of many battles, this time on his shin. They are attacking him. And he went straight at him, went for the ball, but he dribbled away. Must have got a painful blow. It's on his ankles. They are targeting him, the Sri Lankan defense. They realize he's the danger man. Bilal Arzu, not in full cry. So he's the danger man, Sanjar Ahmedi. He's learnt his lesson this time. He's taken his treatment off the field and he's limping back, determined not to give up, fighting for the glory of his country. And here they come again, Afghanistan, with this free kick, fisted away by Sujan Pereira. Doesn't take any chances. There comes Afghanistan in full cry from the left, but the touch is too long. The touch is too long by that excellent left back Harun Fakhruddin. Syed Rahim Nabi of India. He'll have a rival for the best left back in this tournament. Harun Fakhruddin has really impressed. Sri Lanka. Shamira Krishanta, the right back. Rather aimless, wasteful, because it's like carrying coals to Newcastle. With the tall Afghanistan defence, it's no point playing these aerial balls. It's becoming a big battle of attrition. Kohistani, Mohammad Israfil Kohistani. Lovely touch here. That's Sanjar Ahmed. Sanjar Ahmadi getting the cross in, but closed down by Dhanushka Vijayashree. He's all over the field, Sanjar Ahmadi, running his socks off for the cause of his country. Limping, taking a blow or two, but no let up in his efforts. Corner kick will be taken by Sanjar Ahmadi himself. And narrow miss. Sharatyar doesn't get his head to the ball. Instead, on the break is Sri Lanka. Referee indicates throw-in goes Afghanistan's way. Their football is simple. Frequent crosses into the box. They take advantage of their height and speed and commitment. They play within their limits. They play effectively. That's the corner kick. A series of players missing the head. Here come the Afghans again. Sanjar Ahmadi. Combines very well with Wahid Ahmed, the number 20, trooping back. Dhanushka Vijayashree. Playing the ball to feet, trying to create an opening. The Afghans regroup. They tackle quite up. They don't let the ball go right down. And the tackling in the center of the field. And on the break, Mohammad Israfil. Offside is Bilal Arzu. Can run and run all day for the cause of his team, Bilal Arzu. Bilal Arzu, the 23-year-old. There he is, offside. Dhanushka Vijayashree. Mohammad Zain not getting much joy against Muqdar Faizullah. Chatura Gunaratne. Two central midfielders, Chatura and it is Nadika Pushpakarma trying to create for Afghanistan, for Sri Lanka. Vijushka, the left back. Again, these diagonal crosses or aerial balls really quite ineffective against the height of Afghanistan. So they weathered the storm after the second half, Afghanistan. 17 minutes into the second half. It's still 2-1 in their favour. An upset on the books. Dhanushka Vijayashree. Bandara Warakakogo. Nice turn by Nipuna Bandara, the two-goal hero of the previous match. Done little of note in this match. Chatura Gunaratne. Skipper Ruan Tilaka of the Saunders Club. Good play here by Sri Lanka. Keeping possession, not losing patience. This is the right way to try and break down this very tight marking Afghanistan defence. get through very easily. Nearly got through. Mohammad Sarfraz Kez. It's clever thinking. Nice. Gets it through. Faisal Safa nutmegs him very cleverly. But coming back is that hard-working Harun Fakhruddin. Hyperactive all over the field. One moment in attack, second moment back in defense. Harun Fakhruddin. Here comes Sri Lanka again. But Sharityar is always to the rescue. The Cypriot professional. Plays his professional football in Ethnikos Akka. 28-year-old Jalaluddin Sharityar. Much to the joy of his supporters. Free kick going Sri Lanka's way. Protesting his innocence, Wahid Ahmed, but nothing doing. And before they take their free kick, there will be a substitution. And this is their third substitution, their last substitution. So coming in is Nagor Mira. It's, I think, delayed the substitution. The free kick is happening first. Free kick, Chatura Gunaratne taking the free kick. Chatura Gunaratne. Fisted away by the goalkeeper. Really not the best way to collect the ball, but didn't want to take any risks. Some slick dribbling and a nice crisp chip shot. But this time, 30-year-old Kabul Bank officer Hamidullah Yusufzari made no mistake. Jalaluddin Sharityar. Free kick. Afghanistan getting rattled. Now we are getting the substitution. Nagor Mira coming in place of Mohammad Sarfraz Kez. There it is. So the third substitution has been made midway through the second half. The coach has taken a bit of a gamble because no chance now if anybody is injured. But I suppose he didn't have much option. So Sri Lanka piling on the pressure. They have to be careful now. Nagor Mira of the Java Lane club. Free kick over the bar. Sailed over. No trouble at all. Again, quite a harmless free kick. Sailed over the bar. Nicely headed away, Faisal Safa. Sri Lanka missing one of their outstanding players, Mohammad Ramlan Branuddin, with his famous left foot, known as the soldier from Java Lane. No chance to see him now, not in this match. But one of his club mates is on, nippy, fast forward, Nagor Mira. Not to be confused with the fourth referee, who's Nagor Amir of Malaysia. Here we have Nagor Mira of Java Lane, the Sri Lankan club. Sri Lanka, who've had players like Roshan Pereira, very fine nippy striker who did duty for Mohun Bagan when they won the National League the first time in '98. Sampat also did duty for Mohun Bagan. Pakir Ali, wonderful midfielder who's now coaching Chirag, Kerala. So host of good football players from Sri Lanka. They won this title in '95 in Colombo, beating India. Heartbreak for India's dreams. Rustam Akramov's team. And now a chance for Afghanistan. Bilal Arzu. Can he finish it off? No, he doesn't. But the defense is at 6s and 7s. The Sri Lankan defense is having a nightmare. Bilal Arzu and Sanjar Ahmadi with these penetrative runs. Lovely dribbling here by Bilal Arzu, but the first touch is a bit too long. Twists and shoots with his left foot. Bouncing ball, a bit awkward. Can't get the direction, can't keep it down. The body arched back too much. So in the 69th minute, he nearly finished it off, Bilal Arzu. Little bit of fatigue creeping in. He worked tirelessly against India. Really the front runner. They play very flexible 4-4-2 formation, Afghanistan. 4 in defense, 4 in midfield, 2 attackers. Which under pressure becomes 5 midfielders. Because Sanjar Ahmadi drops deep. Wahid Ahmed becomes more a defender. So some good coaching by this Mohammad Yusuf Kargar, with a lot of flexibility in their approach play, and of course their commitment, the most committed team of the 8 on view. That's him, the burly man, Mohammad Yusuf Kargar. He knows he's 20 minutes away from glory. A draw against India, a win against Sri Lanka, that would exceed their expectations. And they'll be having, well, they'll be knocking at the doors of the semi-final. Here comes another very committed defender, Mokhtar Faizullah. He'll run and run all day for the cause of this country. Nicely taken away, Gunaratne. Gunaratne is probing through ball, but offside. Mokhtar Faizullah. Yes, just narrowly offside. Sharit Yar and others would have been chasing shadows otherwise. The Afghan supporters on their feet, their flag waving, cheering constantly. Jalaluddin Sharatyar, the captain for the day, marvellous work by Sharatyar. So confidence, exuding confidence. Now another probing long ball, and Bilal Arzu will take on his man. Bilal Arzu leaves it for Ahmad Sanjari, leaves it for Sanjar Ahmadi. Weak shot, feeble finish. Sanjar Ahmadi with that weak finish. The number 10 with those fancy yellow boots. And there he comes, the right back, Mokhtar Faizullah. Here come Afghanistan, varying their game, playing possession football now because they know they are minutes away from a great victory. Well, about 17 minutes away. But Sri Lanka coming at them through Tuan Rizni. But Faisal Safa, who except for that one mistake, has had an impeccable afternoon, impeccable display in defence, clears his line. Bilal Arzu. Yusuf Mashriki, the 24-year-old. Brought down, referee waves play on. No-nonsense referee from Kyrgyzstan. Good display by Taimur Faizuli. And here coming on is another of the expatriates, the 25-year-old Yusuf Sami for Wahid Ahmed. Yusuf Sami, who plays for the San Jose Earthquakes, a data systems manager. Yusuf Sami, he's on duty for his country. No, he's a real estate broker. That was Ahmad Arash Atife, who's the data systems manager. The real estate broker, 25-year-old Yusuf Sami. Way off targets. Not having a good day in office. Chatura Gunaratne, substitute. And Afghanistan, it's 2 against 1, but intercepted, timely interception. If he'd got that ball across, it would have been curtains for Sri Lanka. It was Yusuf Sami who's just come on. Sri Lankan player injured. It's the number 16, Nadika Pushpakarma. Probably a case of cramps. There he is limping off. He's worked a lot for the cause of his country. 15 minutes to go. Sri Lanka, who were comfortably placed at the top of the group before this match started, with 3 points from 1 match against Bhutan. Both India and Afghanistan were on 1 point. Now after 2 matches, Sri Lanka will be in a spot of bother. If they lose, they'll be 2 matches, 3 points. Afghanistan will be 2 matches, 4 points, with an easy last match against Bhutan. So they'll be fancied to enter the semi-finals. India should beat Bhutan in the next match on match day 4 in the 2011 SAFF Championship. So both India and Afghanistan will move to the top of the table. 1 match and there will be a reversal of the positions in the table. Bit of an elbowing by Dhanushka Vijayashree, but they will fight on. Mohammad Yusuf Sami. Here's the tussle for the ball. Yusuf Sami and Vijayashree, the army man Vijayashree, let's fly. Elbow to the face. Referee doesn't see it. Yusuf Sami. Nice right footer. It's a deflection of Sujan Pereira, one of the defenders. That was Yusuf Mashriki with that shot. Yusuf Mashriki, the New York-based player who opted to play for the country of his father's birth. Family had migrated to USA in the 1980s. And it will be the hard-working, hyperactive Harun Fakhruddin with this corner. And that's a third goal, and that's curtains for Sri Lanka. And it is none other than Faisal Safa. He's really made amends for the lapse in the beginning. We'll see it again. Is it Faisal Safa or is it Ata Muhammad Yamir Ali? We'll just see it again. We'll confirm, but we can confirm it is Afghanistan leading Sri Lanka 3-1. And they've got 1 3/4 foot in the semi-final. Sheer joy on the face. He can't believe it, Hamidullah Yousafzai. Let's see it again. Fakhruddin, the corner. Yes, it's the number 17. It's Ata Muhammad Yamir Ali, the defensive midfielder. He outjumps the Sri Lankan markers. A defender over there, number 15, Chamira Krishanta. He couldn't block this header. And so he's made it 3-1, Ata Muhammad Yamir Ali. 79th minute. And what a turn up. Atta Muhammad Yamir Ali, defensive midfielder, playing for the first time in these championships. He didn't play in the last match. It's his debut in this tournament. And what a vital goal he has scored for his country. He sealed the victory. He's almost sealed the berth. It will be their first semi-final in the SAFF championships. Afghanistan football has come of age. Their defense was always known as being tough, difficult to break down. Today they have shown that they can be creative also. Sri Lanka know they've been through a battle. They've been through the wars. Mohammad Zain worked tirelessly but not done enough. A tough team to break down. The look on the faces of the Sri Lankan bench says it all. They are facing elimination, and here comes Afghanistan again, and it is Sanjar Ahmadi. Atta Muhammad Yamir Ali. Faisal Safa. Sri Lankan player injured, so the ball kicked out. So with just 10 minutes of play left, Mohammad Israfil, Sharatyar and his team are well on their way to the semi-finals. They'll be 4 points if the scoreline remains like this, with the last match against Bhutan. Headed away, and after heading away, number 2, that is RNMA Bandara Warakakoda, slips on the ground. The stretcher comes on. Taimur Faizuddin, very clear with his instructions, very precise. There's the injury. He's gone up, he's damaged himself, whether it's cramps or whether he's twisted his ankle while it's going up. It'll be trouble for Sri Lanka because they don't have another substitution. They made all their 3 substitutions, so this army man, strong man, Bandara Warakakoda, will have to come on. There's no alternative. So they made some very early substitutions. Suranda Bandara been taken off in place of Chamira Krishanta. Well, play resumes. 9 minutes for Sri Lanka to try and come back. It doesn't look like it, because with Yusuf Sami coming in, suddenly Afghanistan is controlling midfield also and playing very, very intelligently. Well, he's got onto his feet. The magical spray has been put. He's limping on, limping back. Jalaluddin Sharatyar, the Afghanistan skipper. He'll be a proud man today. They held India, they've beaten Sri Lanka. Afghanistan football has come of age. There he comes limping on. What use he'll be in defense is to be seen. The Afghanistans will know and they will attack him. They attack him now. Bilal Arzu gets the corner. Or has it gone out? No, the referee very clear in his decision. Farid Mohammed of Maldives, 1972 born. The government officer says the corner to Afghanistan. This is the work of Bilal Arzu, the tireless front runner, tongue hanging out. He goes into the channels, he works all over the flanks. And Israfil, lovely corner with the left foot. Mohammad Israfil Kohistani. Chatura Gunaratne. Now Sri Lanka. But the attacking third, Sri Lanka running out of ideas completely. It's I mean, the player who should have been taken off was Nipuna Bandara, who's just basking in the glory of his 2 goals in the last match. They were depending so much on him, the goal poacher, the fox in the box, Nipuna Bandara, but he's just not got a sniff of the ball. He's not been able to create any opportunities, not been able to get goalwards. In attack, Afghanistan, as that goal number 4, just wide. Suddenly the Sri Lankan defence spread eagled. And it's again that man, Bilal Arzu. What work rate, what commitment. 1 man against 3. He battles his way into a scoring position, nearly gets past the goalkeeper, tries to twist it goalwards. But he'll chase down every ball, Bilal Arzu. Plays his first division football, the 23-year-old in Norway for Asker club. So 5 minutes away from glory. Whatever added time, the 4th referee, Nago Rami, Noor Mohammad of Malaysia will give. The Nagor Mira of Sri Lanka, who's come on, has not made much of an impact. Chatura Gunaratne. A free kick, the same, he had a similar free kick about 12 minutes ago from roughly the same angle. That went floating over the bar. Can he do something different this time? Gets it goalwards, but not enough height. Much better free kick. But Hamidullah Yusufzari, the Kabul Bank 30-year-old goalkeeper. Safe, big pair of hands. With his gloves, drops it a bit. And following up is the skipper, Ruan Thelika. They had a bit of curve and dip. Mokhtar Faizullah, Faisal Safa, and here once again Bilal Arzu getting into the scoring positions. Let's fly, this time from far, doesn't go running at the defense, but Bilal Arzu working tirelessly. And Afghanistan, Masood Hashmi coming on, the number 6, and coming off is Yusuf Mashriki, the 24-year-old New York-based Mashriki. Makes sense. He would be tiring. Bring on a fresh pair of legs. Hashmi coming on. Maqsood Hashmi from the Urdu Kabul. Maqsood Hashmi, 26 years old. Urdu Kabul. The Afghan League now flourishing as relative peace has come to Afghanistan. Kabul Bank, Urdu Kabul, the 2 major clubs. And Maqsood Hashmi is coming to bolster the midfield and play down the clock. Maqsood Hashmi in place of Yusuf Mashriki. There he comes, Maqsood Hashmi from Kabul. There'll be joy in the streets of Kabul as Afghanistan, where football is so popular. Football is such a passion. Sri Lanka, highly disappointing. And they have a very tough last match against India. And they know they could be on their way home. They've let down their supporters. Sri Lanka, semi-finalists in 2009, semi-finalists in 2008. 4th in 1997 at Kathmandu. Doesn't seem they'll reach such dizzy heights this time. It's the Afghans who are going to be the surprise package in the semi-final. India are in with a shout also. So India-Sri Lanka will be like a knockout match practically, if all goes according to plan and India beats Bhutan. Time ticking away for Sri Lanka. This is the remarkable ability of the Afghan defense to read the situation, cut them off with tackles well above the 18-yard box. They are not allowing Sri Lanka easy access to the attacking third. Winded slightly. Here is Yusuf Sami, the real estate broker who's come on, who plays for the San Jose Earthquakes. And the third substitution, Hashmat Jan for the 2-goal hero, Sanjar Ahmadi. Hashmat Jan coming in. Makes a lot of sense. Bring in yet another fresh pair of legs, solidly built Hashmat Jan. So we are creeping into added time. Maqsood Hashmi, firm tackle, concedes a free kick. But there's very little time for Sri Lanka to make any meaningful impact. That was Nagor Mira who was brought down. Just not getting any rhythm, Sri Lanka. Afghanistan play this spoiling game in midfield. 2 minutes added time, just 120 seconds from glory are Afghanistan. Their supporters will go berserk. And Mukhtar Faizullah. Hashmat Jan on the near side. Blocked by the Sri Lankan skipper. Hashmat Jan won't mind that. They will play down the clock. Mukhtar Faizullah. Yusuf Sami. Captain Marvelous. Jalaluddin Sharatia. Very clever football here by Afghanistan. Playing the ball to feet. Playing the ball backwards. And now on his own, Bilal Arzu. Can he get the fourth goal? No, it's the side netting. He went past the goalkeeper, but he nearly broke Sri Lankan hearts further. Huffing and puffing, he's a tired man, but he's added to the glory of his country. The Sri Lankan defense haven't been able to pick him up. Elusive striker. His great work rate, running into space, that is what is remarkable. Faisal Safa. Somewhat awkward clearance here. Hashmat Jan. Any second now, Taimur Faizullin will be looking at that clock of his. He's already looking at it. It's seconds away from a historic victory. Afghanistan will remember the Nehru Stadium in Delhi for a long, long time. It's the day when their football has come of age. And that's it. It's all over. An emphatic 3-1 victory for Afghanistan. Their supporters are in paradise, as are all their players. Sheer joy for them. A great victory for Afghanistan. Committed display. Battle their way to victory after a goal down. The Afghanistan flag is flying. And it will be flying all over Afghanistan, in Kabul, in the hills. And football will get increasingly popular over there. Players from Kabul Bank, from Urdu Kabul, some playing abroad for Ethnicus Akna, for St. Joe's Earthquake, for New York Red Bulls. And there they shake hands in the middle of the field. Sri Lanka will be hoping the earth opens, that they can swallows them up. Because it's really the end of the road almost for Sri Lanka. But for Afghanistan, it's sheer joy. A great 3-1 victory. 4 points from their 2 toughest matches. The maximum they could have hoped for were 2 draws against India and Sri Lanka. But instead, they are in the driver's seat at the top of the group now with 4 points. Well, those are the goals. There's Sanjar Ahmadi with goal number 1. Here is goal number 2, a lovely pass by, that was by Esrafil. Delightful move by Mohammad Esrafil Kohistani, and Ahmad Sanjari darting in, just prodded it in. Now here's the corner kick, and the defensive midfielder Ata Muhammad Yamir Ali out jumping his markers, and well-placed header past the outstretched goalkeeper and the man at the goal line, Chamira Krishanta. 3 brilliant goals, 3 goals they'll remember forever, especially this man, Sanjar Ahmadi, who scored in the 22nd and 35th minute to put Afghanistan 2-1 up at half-time. And then Ata Muhammad Yamir Ali finishing it off with a brilliant header, with a corner kick taken, as always, by Mohammad Esrafil Kohistan. Be very tough to choose a man of the match. It's the Afghanistan team which is the man of the match. And so at the end, Afghanistan 3, Sri Lanka 1. And they are well on their way to the semi-finals. They are topping the group now with 4 points from 2 matches. Afghanistan 3, Sri Lanka 1.